And welcome back.
Surprise.
We have a guest.
Hello.
It's your boy. It's Ham. He's here with me because he's about to help witness possibly the first NuzLite challenge completion ever.
That'd be fun. This is going to be cool.
Yeah, and I'm really hoping this works out because we are right there. Well, I say right there, but we're basically right there at the lead.
So if you guys have been keeping up with the whole series, obviously if you're watching this in the future on the Ultimate NuzLite playlist or whatever, then congratulations for making it this far, you fucking monster.
Exactly.
But if you guys have been watching the older episodes, you know that originally the plan was for us to do the Elite Four at the same time. But I am like behind. So I'm only 4 badges in on my playthrough at this point.
Oh, yeah. Well, and at this point, you know, I'm like right there at the gates, and it's just one of those things. I figure I'll go ahead and complete on my side, and that way then I got Majora's Mask to play.
Yeah.
So I want to go ahead and finish some Majora's Mask while you work on your NuzLite, and then I can always come in there and try to help you out some more too.
Yep.
We can get through this. Oh, there it is. But yeah, dude, I've just been mulling this over in my head for so long now. Oh, you know what else?
Honestly, though, I believe that me and you would probably both be finishing up at the same time. But whenever we went to make the move, I recorded a bunch ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting like behind gameplay-wise.
Yeah.
By a fair amount.
Well, and then it didn't help when
I got team wiped.
Yeah, you got team wiped. You got your ass handed to you.
Yeah, Lieutenant Surge just like bent me over the table and beat the shit out of me.
He surged you.
But
can we fly?
I think that's one of the more epic moments in the whole NuzLite series so far. Was the 1 HP survival.
Right. Oh, you know what? Okay, so we might not quite be there at the gates to the Elite Four yet. I think there's a little bit more to come, actually. And how do I get there? I think it's this way. Do they have Victory Road in this game? Is there Victory Road?
I don't think so.
Okay, because... Oh, wait, no, I have to go this way. Because I can't remember... Oh.
You have the rival fight right here. That's funny, because I did the rival fight right here at the beginning of the game. You can trigger this one either at the very beginning or at the end, depending on when you try to go to the Elite Four building.
Oh.
So I've already done this rival fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, what a surprise to see you. How about you read it?
What a surprise to see you here. So you're going to the Pokemon League, huh? You collected all the badges too? That's cool. Then I'll whip you. Jeez, as a warm-up for the Pokemon League. Come on.
Nice. We got the actual voice acting going on.
Nice. Come on.
I like to think it sounds like Fox. Come on!
I always think of this wrestler named Shinsuke Nakamura. He's Japanese. And whenever he's in the ring and he's wanting somebody to come at him, he goes, come on!
Check this out. Double edge.
Boom.
It's going to do some recoil damage, but that... Oh, that did not actually kill him.
Idiot.
Okay, let's try a surf then. Can you try it? What are you thinking?
I'm really glad I don't have to redo this one, though.
How'd you manage?
So if you come... Well, he doesn't have this high level. If you hit it early, he has just the beginning stages of his Pokemon.
God. Oh, look, Rhyhorn. We're going to take this guy out in one hit.
Which is kind of funny, because I think actually if you do this battle early game, he has 4 Pokemon, but then the next time you see him, he only has 3. So it kind of fucks it up a little bit.
You beat him so bad that he lost the Pokemon.
Yeah. He looked at one of them and he was like, you're not worthy.
Right.
Put it in the PC box.
Oh, Gyarados. You know, that means we're going to switch to Sora.
Speaking of Gyarados, I might have one of those in my playthrough soon.
Fuck yeah.
I'm 2 levels away.
That's nice.
I'm hoping it'll carry me.
Gyarados is awesome.
That's also going to free me up really good because I won't need to get my Blastoise back.
Right.
I also got the Eevee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
At the Team Rocket area.
Right.
I named it Fluffy Butt.
Fluffy Butt. Fluffy Butt.
Did you get any of the Pokemon out of the game place?
I don't
the Rocket
know.
Game Corner?
Oh, no. I didn't.
I did. I got an Abra.
Oh, you got an Abra?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. I think you told me that. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
God, Abra's so good.
I'm hoping that... See, my plan is to obviously evolve Eevee. But I'm hoping that I can go into the Elite Four with a Haunter, a Gyarados, the Evolution, and Taz, and probably my Graveler. Either my Graveler or I'll take Dugtrio because mine has Aerial Ace, so that'll cover flying damage.
Right. Oop. Oh, man, that was so close. Oh, no, 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 no.
This could be bad.
No, 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 no. Woo! Okay. We're doing an earthquake. That should do it.
I'm really excited though for
ooh, that was
very close.
That was very close.
I'm really excited for Gen 2.
Yeah.
Because I have that thing where we can get the impossible evolutions. Like we'll be able to get Alakazams and Golems and blah blah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so Venusaur, we're gonna go up against Venusaur with
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
That is an ugly, satanic being.
That thing though. Pixel Brood.
It looks a lot like Skarmory.
Okay, Blizzard time.
I wonder if that's why they made Skarmory look like that.
Maybe. Yeah.
You know, Pokemon's really really into doing like little Easter egg things like that.
Oh yeah. They like pulling ideas back out way after they like I feel like somewhere in Pokemon they just have a file of unused ideas, and every now and again, like every generation that comes up, they just flip back through it and they're like, oh yeah, let's stick this guy in there.
Oh,
right. Oh.
I saw an idea that I'm actually not against for the next Pokemon game, but this one guy on the internet was, or I think it was on Twitter, he was saying that it would be cool if they put a new series of unknowns in the game, but they were numbers, like 0 through 9.
Yeah, that'd be cool. The numerical unknowns.
That'd be kind of cool. Or if they did like Roman numerals, that'd be cool.
I hope I can heal before to go in this building. I think I can. Poke League front gate. I can't remember. I can't remember.
So in Gen 1, you don't get to heal between Elite Four battles, do you? Do you get to heal between Elite Four battles in Gen 1? Like original Gen 1?
I mean, you get the chance to, like, with items.
No, I mean, like, because I know in, like, some of the later Pokemon games, they have a door you can go back through, and it has, like, a little PC station where you can, like, heal all your people. Oh, this is going to be rough.
Cascade badge.
Oh, that is the Cascade badge. Well, okay then, please go right ahead.
Well, if you let me. Get out of my way, bitch.
Don't mind if I do.
It's over here.
Fuck face.
Yeah. It's nothing over here. I like the music.
Your character just reaches up and smacks his hat off his head and like walks off. Like,
yeah. Whoop! You just flip his cap.
You can only pass through here if you have the Thunder badge.
I'll thunder your badge.
Why would you want to pass through these areas before getting all of the badges? Because that's what it's set up for.
I'm good enough. I can beat him.
I wonder how many kids actually came back after each badge just to see if they could get in or not.
Right.
Is that all the badges?
I pass you if you have the rainbow badge. Well, yeah, because you have to surf, dummy. How else would I get through here? Big dum-dum. I just hope that I get to surf or heal before. Oh, there's trainers on this route. Okay, well then, Sora. Oh look, Alphagan is now a swimmer. A swimmer and blah. Okay, Alphagan is my secret weapon. Oh wait, you're just asking me for my badges.
You're a guard.
You're a swimming guard.
In the water.
Oh wait, why'd I do that?
I'm not really sure how that would work if you were trying to make a stop.
Oh wait, God, dang it.
Hunter, you swim.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Hunter gets in the water and I go to like jump on his back and just fall right through him. Oh, I forgot that you are a ghost. March badge. The March badge. Alright, I'm guessing just straight. Yep. And here we go. Oh, there's grass? Huh. What Pokemon are
I wonder
there?
if you can catch anything in there. I mean, it would be a new area.
Here. It's gonna be like freaking Rattatas though. And Pidgeys. God. Another Caterpie? That's a hero.
Oh, that's cool. I guess it just gives you a chance to get a, like,
Couple high levels.
evolved early Pokemon, just in case you need one.
Let's roll. Let's see what we get. I'll go ahead and take out this Fearow.
Giant burb.
I'm okay with the Fearows. I've got 2 giant burbs.
Hunter may have also been a giant burb when it was alive.
That too. You ever seen the thing where, oh!
Hey, that is a good pickup.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Toxic. What? How is that toxic? Badly poisoned.
It was toxic to my mental health.
Yeah.
I am also Hunter now.
Yeah. I am now a hunter. Okay, so what we need to do is get, I want to get Doug in there, but he's badly hurt. Actually, no, I don't want Doug, because Mega Drain. I'd say we're probably going to want to go with, our boy, AC/DC.
So I think that the universe is just wanting us to continue these NuzLites. Because remember how we were talking about getting 3DS stuff captured, like how hard it's going to be?
Right.
On Twitter the other day, this dude literally made a 3DS capture device. Like, he made the beta test of it while showing it off. Like,
nice! That's badass. I want one.
That's what I was like. I was like, I want one too.
I'm gonna try to. Well, I'm gonna try to ball him.
So the way it works is you buy it from him, right? And it's the bottom of a 3DS.
Yeah.
Just the bottom screen and the controls. The top screen's gone. But there's an HDMI port in the top. Mini HDMI to HDMI.
Oh.
You plug it to a TV, and the top screen is now just, like, the HDMI is just the top screen out.
Right.
You still have the bottom controller.
That's badass. I like that.
Super cool. Oh, your Zapdos has a PlayStation Network account.
PlayStation Network, you know. Also, okay, I'm gonna try to full restore real quick. Boom.
Why would you do that? Everybody knows half restoring is a better option.
Right. Okay, you can try a little Mega Drain. But then I'm gonna try to ball you. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna try to ball him. Baller.
Baller.
Come on, Ditto.
One time. Jesus.
Bye, Ditto.
What if it held on for like 1 HP?
Ain't no way. Boom.
That would have been cool, though.
That Toxic does double damage every time. So it just progressively gets more worser.
You got one more encounter there if you want to take it.
Yeah, we should.
I love how the grass becomes part of your head.
Ah!
Another Ditto.
Oh, it's a higher level, too. Wow. Jesus. Alright, well, we're going to go with the old tried and true. And we know he's going to transform. And then we're going to just go right back into it. The only reason I use AC/DC is because his moveset is Toxic, Psychic, and Thunderbolt, and Mega Drain right now. So AC/DC is probably going to be our best bet against that moveset. Except now we're both freaking poisoned. Okay. I'm going to try one Thunder Shock. I wonder if he copied his stats, too.
I think it does in Gen 1.
Yeah. Then maybe we'll have a chance at hitting him a couple times with Thunder Shock, because his special should be high enough. Yeah, he can take it.
Unless you crit. He is in crit range.
Let's go ahead and ball real quick, actually.
Let's go ahead and be baller.
Baller. Oh! Nice! Yeah. Heck yeah, dude.
You should name him Pudding.
Pudding. Or puddin'. Can I do the apostrophe too?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. I wonder. Puddin'. Hey, puddin'. I like that a lot. We can't do the apostrophe. Oh, wait.
Nope.
Nah. Man. Oh, wait. Puddin' is fine enough. Puddin'. I love it.
Don't forget your Pokemon is poison. Here's Zapdos.
Oh, you're right.
I just don't want you to lose them before the Elite Four.
Yeah, because in this game, they'll actually die. In the newer games, they just get down to, like, their last bit of health, and then they're like, oh, it was cured of poison. In this game, it's just like, your Pokemon died.
In the newest game, it doesn't even do it. It poisons like sleep or anything else. It goes out after the battle. Like,
see, the new generation of Pokemon
it's so baby-fied, man.
Well, it's like all these new kids coming up into it. It's like, man, you just don't know.
Dude, there was this kid on Twitch that was playing the new
Victory
one.
Road Gate. Ooh.
And I was in his chat, and he was like, dude, Sword and Shield is so hard. And I was like, if you think this is hard, Gen 3 would have beat your ass, bro. Like, you would have broke so many Game Boys. Like,
yeah. Okay, let's see. We gotta do some full restores. So there is no...
That blows. I mean, it makes sense because Gen 1 is known as being much harder.
Mm-hmm. Well, once you get to the actual place, I'm pretty sure there is a there's a PC.
Mm-hmm.
I got nurse and everything. Oh, I hate this. This is basically just a giant maze. What is this? What?
That is a you're not allowed to go there block.
Apparently. Can't go up that way.
You can push that boulder, can't you?
I would push up one. I won't be able to push any.
Oh, okay.
I can catch
a
Pokemon.
Zubat.
I don't need you.
Why not?
I already have one. I've already got a Zubat.
What'd you name it?
I can't remember. It's been so long.
Should have named it Dracula.
Dracula. Nosferatu. I actually prefer getting lower level Pokemon. Is that weird?
Because you get to train them up?
Mm-hmm.
Or... I mean, I like lower level Pokemon, but if I'm in mid or late game, like I am in my playthrough right now, I wouldn't want to get like a level 7 Pokemon. Because it's just like you're going to have to grind and grind and grind.
Oh yeah, the grinding sucks, but you'll get so much more of a stat change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Did he become a boulder?
I am now Boulder. I just realized nobody knows fucking strength. Fuck.
I would like to imagine that your missing no is basically like just a second version of a Ditto. He copies literally just everything in the world, like swimmer, rock.
Yeah,
like,
right. He just sees something and he becomes that thing. That's me now.
He's kind of like a chameleon.
Yeah. Come on, chameleon. Dang it. You know what I just realized?
Hmm?
We need strength.
Mm-hmm.
None of my Pokemon know strength. I don't have the HM. So, Doug, dig. Dig, Doug, dig.
Yeah, ever since I got my Doug Trio, dude, every time I find an escape rope, I'm like, well, don't need this.
Right.
No thanks. Like,
I have my own escape rope. His name is Doug. His name is Dougie.
I love how we both have a Doug.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder how many other people had a Doug.
oh, I'm sure a lot.
I mean, it's like a fitting name.
Yeah.
Why else, or why would you not name a Diglett Doug? Or Doug Trio, for that matter. Okay. We need to deposit this HMO2. And then I think HMO4 is strength. I probably am wrong. HMO4.
I'm probably wrong.
Probably wrong. Let's see. What's the case? Is that it? Oh, I was actually right. And Danny's the only one that can learn it. And I'm gonna have to get rid of. You know what? We're gonna get rid of Skull Bash. No, we're gonna get. Okay, Double Edge and Skull Bash I think do about the same amount of damage. Skull Bash takes 2 turns and Double Edge does recoil damage. I'm gonna think.
I'll get rid of the recoil damage.
Recoil, yeah.
It is a downside to the other. You know.
Sure. Yeah. Definitely. And then let me just make sure. So we've got Alf knows Cut, Danny knows Surf and Strength, Doug knows Dig. We got Fly on deck. Fly, Surf, Cut, Strength. And then Flash is the only other HM, but we don't need that for this cave. Okie dokie. And I'm going to go ahead and deposit as much as I can because you pick up stuff in this cave. I hate having too much. You know, that's the other thing about these games is the item limit and everything sucks.
Yeah.
And the party limit
the backpack was a huge addition than just a basic inventory.
Well, and then like you know what sucks about this game too is the boxes. You know how they program the boxes, man? The boxes are like set every time that you like save or something. Like so basically like you can only have one 30 Pokemon box open at any given time. And so you know, like every time you load in, it loads that box. But if you want to, I think it's because they compress it per box. So say if you have like a 30 Pokemon box and it's full, if you want to get another Pokemon, you've got to manually go in the PC first and switch to another box so that it's to an open box. Because if you go to catch a Pokemon and you don't have an open slot in your box and you haven't switched boxes, it won't. It will just tell you, sorry, you can't, there's no space in your box to catch this Pokemon.
That is so stupid.
I almost did that before I fought Zapdos. I almost, because I wasn't going to catch anybody, and I had to get Zapdos in the, Oh, okay, he used Strength, but that's not what I wanted, so. He's like, I'm ready, and I'm like, well, Danny, you didn't have to be ready, but okay. He's ready.
We haven't got back there yet, bud.
Right. We're on our way, but okay.
Oh, well, I mean, actually, if you finish the Elite Four in this episode, you will get the prize for the next game that we agreed upon, remember?
Oh.
You get to pick the starter first.
Oh.
Whichever one you pick, I can't pick.
Oh. Charmander, no.
Well, because we didn't want to have another repeat at this time where we both picked the same starter.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about it before, we came up with the idea of whoever finishes the Elite Four first, that person gets to pick the first starter pick.
Right. Yeah. Whale.
Which the good thing is that in Gen 2 there is really no bad starter.
Yeah, I like all the starters in Gen 2.
It's a lot like Gen 1 where they're all three pretty solid.
Strength.
Gen 3, there is a weak starter in my opinion. I feel like Torchic is weak early game.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you pick Trico, you're kind of screwed late game.
Yep.
Because Sceptile is not that good of a final evolution Pokemon.
No. It just comes down to there's nothing to offer with Sceptile that is not there from other Pokemon, really.
Unless you just get like some crazy good EVs and IVs with him. Like, you know, there's always the chance that you'll get some sort of like... but it's with any Pokemon. Like, you could catch one that just has really crazy good stats, and it's like, well, obviously they're better.
Right.
They're just naturally better anyway.
I'm gonna try to Mega Drain them. Yeah, I mean... The only other... Oh, that gave me, like, no experience. The only other really good thing about, freaking starter Pokemon is, they're always super balanced, so that's really nice, is that you always get a pretty decently balanced Pokemon. But yeah, sometimes they just don't progress past, like, a certain point, you know, and it's like, ugh. I'm thinking this is what we have to do. I mean, this looks like something...
The obvious answer.
Right. Oh wow.
Oh look, it's a
Lorelei.
it's a walnut with arms and legs.
It's a turd monster. You're gonna make it random.
I am the great mighty Pooh.
It's funny, whenever I tried to I was training up my Graveler. I tried to learn self-destruct, or no, trying to learn explosion, and I was like, It's like, no, we don't do that in this game. You don't explode on me.
I was watching a NuzLite the other day of this guy. He caught a, I want to say it was a coughing, and he got it into a wheezing, and it learned self-destruct and everything. And he was like, I'm saving this for a specific moment, so he put it in his PC box. Made it all the way to the Elite Four, took it into the to the Elite Four with him, didn't use it till the last Pokemon of the last gym leader, and he put it out and self-destructed it.
Oh my god.
It's like the instant win button, like that.
Right. He's like, okay, I did it. And game. And then he has sunglasses that come down.
It's like the Super Smash Bros. Game.
Game. Oh, look, that wall went down.
But that wall came up.
Oh.
Spoopy.
Spoopy. Oh. Hello. Doug. No, I didn't want to check your stats. Doug. You go up here.
Doug. He comes up like, yes.
Yep. I wonder if you are good enough for me.
I mean, like, I don't even really know you.
Yeah. I don't know you that way, man.
Are you trying to hit on me or something?
Ma'am.
It's ma'am.
Persian.
I want one of those so fucking bad. And I'm going to have one in one of my playthroughs. I've been trying so hard to get a Meowth in my playthrough, and it just ain't happening.
Alright, Earthquake.
I want a Meowth really bad for the payday. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about money.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
She went from a cat to a fox.
You brought your fire type out to fight my ground tech? Dumbass.
Oh, God.
And he was going to use Ember, too.
My Persian is about to die. Here, you go die now, Ninetales. Like.
Right, exactly. Watch, here it comes. Bye-bye, Ninetales. Bye-bye.
Critical hit.
Crit. About to use Persian. Really?
Whatever will we do?
Maybe a little slash. How does Doug slash? What does he slash with?
I think. Well, see, it's 3 straight lines, right? So my best guess is that each one of those little heads has 1 tooth in the front, and he just like.
Yeah. I'm gonna scratch you with my teeth.
Make me get the clamps.
It's got big fangs. How many times have you watched Monty Python?
Well, see, that's the funny thing. I've never actually sat down and watched like the whole sketch comedy. I've just watched clips of it.
It's the best.
Because obviously, you know, being a YouTube kid, like, it was all over YouTube.
Oh, you see it everywhere.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Oh, this is not a good matchup.
Why does that Ivysaur look like it's gonna like rob a gas station?
Give me all your money.
I'll do it again.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
He looks kind of like one of the home intruders from Home Alone.
Oh my god, yeah. He's got a little bit of a smirk on his face.
Hey, Marv!
Yeah, hey, Marv! We the wet bandits! You're not gonna survive for much longer, Ivysaur. Wabum!
He just has this look on his face like, I'm walking here!
He's got gas or something. That's why he's standing
The
up.
genuine sprites are so priceless, bro.
I know.
They're so stupid.
It's back before we had all the nice art though and everything, and like the art itself was not as widespread, so people just saw it and they're like, okay, you know. Nowadays people are like, what is that?
Why is Coughing's face upside down?
Right.
Like,
Why does that war turtle look like he's about to murder me?
why does that war turtle look like his school bus was not as long as the other people's school bus?
Right. He's war turtle.
That actually a cool fact that I learned the other day was, did you know that Squirtle the Blastoise line,
Mm-hmm.
and the Wartortle line were originally two different lines of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then they just took the middle evolution from the Wartortle line and put it in the Squirtle line.
Well, and then
That's why he has those weird, like, little ear things.
right. Well, then on top of that, too, something else that I learned. Did you know that they actually reverse engineered the starters from Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur? Like, they made Blastoise and Venusaur and Charizard first, and then they went back and made, like, the pre-evolution.
Well, that's why they look so much better than a lot of the other pre-evolutions.
Right, because they were, like, original design Pokemon.
Well, it's like, you know, with Venusaur, it's like the bud grows on his back. It
Right.
buds out and then flowers. Whereas, like, if they would have come out with Bulbasaur first, it would have probably just kept getting bigger.
Right, exactly, right.
And Charmeleon in this game just looks like a straight up guy.
See, I think it's funny. All the middle evolutions, they all look like just ridiculous. And I think the reason is because, like, in my mind, and not as much the reason. It's almost like these are their teenage years, so they just look like really crappy because they're like going through like hormones and shit. Like, it'd be even better if they had acne and like.
I would like to imagine
Charmeleon!
when they were coming out with these, like for Charizard, they had Charizard, this big badass dragon, and they're like, okay, he's going to be one of the starters. So then they're like, a baby version of that, and they draw Charmeleon, and it's all cute.
Cute.
And then he's like,
Yeah.
now we need to mix these two things.
The teenagers. They're like, he just looks ugly as shit. Like most teenagers. Yep, okay, sounds good.
They take the design for Charmeleon into the boss's office, and he's like, this is just a straight up human with a flaming tail.
Right.
But he has claws.
Look at how demonic Charizard looks. It looks like he's about to eat your soul.
Yeah, did you know that the original design for Charizard only had one horn on his head? Just like the Charmeleon.
Oh. And then they gave him the two.
Yeah.
Huh. It's funny to think of, like, if evolutions were real, like the Pokemon like goes to evolve and its horn, like the Charmeleon goes to evolve and his horn just starts to split. He's like, ah! And it starts to split in half. He's like, what the fuck? Did my freaking horn just split in half?
You know, you can call me a sadist or whatever, but by the rules of Pokemon itself, you can interfere with a Pokemon's evolution. Right? In more ways than one. Like, you can stop them from evolving, but you can also indirectly affect them by, like, for example, putting a skull on a Cubone's head and it'll become a Marowak. Whereas otherwise it would have become a Kangaskhan.
Yeah.
Right? So, do those rules not apply to everything else? Like, if I stuck a skull on a Bulbasaur's head, would it become a different Pokemon when it evolved?
Right. Start experimenting with things. I'm gonna give this Magneton a screwdriver, and then I'm gonna evolve him and see what the fuck happens. He evolves and he becomes a drill. You're like, whoa! I made a Pokemon!
You just go running through the house at full speed. Earl's like, what's wrong? And you're like, Pikachu's evolving! And you're like carrying a hat and you're like smacking on its head right as it evolves. Like
Detective Chew. Whoa! That's nuts. I like to imagine that. Like, what if Magnemite and Magneton and shit were like open source, so like people could like they had like a diagram and shit. And
well, they kind of did that with Rotom.
Yeah, exactly. Like they mod Magnemites or whatever. It'd be great.
Magnemite runs on a Linux-based operating system. Like,
oh, look at this dude. Future Road is the final test for trainers. I like how when trainers come up to you, they're like. Like the first thing they say to you is like, fire type is effective against grass. And it'd be like somebody come up to you on the street and they're like, somebody comes up to you on the street and I don't know, they just introduce themselves to you and they're like a circuit works because an anode and electrode are have to be visible in the circuit. They draw the electrons through and you're just like, I don't know you, please stop.
look at that face.
Yeah. That is the face of someone who has bad gas. Really, really, really bad gas. We're gonna earthquake them.
But you do run into people like that, man.
I mean, you do, but it's every person.
But see, those people, like the ones that say random ass shit, like, "Oh, grass is strong as water type."
Yeah.
Those are the same people who now, if you went out into the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, would be sitting there going, "Ah."
Yeah. All right, we're gonna We're gonna get Mr. Freeze in here. For Machoke.
Oh man, I wish that like gym leaders in the Pokemon games would do like they do in Pokemon Stadium, where they would nickname their Pokemon. That'd be cool because it would make it feel like they had more of like a connection with them.
I wish there were more nicknamed Pokemon, but it makes sense because it's like constantly, oh, Machop, 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 and then in your brain you're like, oh, Machop. You know, like you see it over and over again.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, it would be really cool to. It would also make the Pokédex more useful because, like, say you saw Onyx for the first time in Brock's gym, and he goes, and this is my, you know, whatever boulder snake or whatever the fuck he named it, right?
Rocky.
And you open up your Pokédex and you go scrolling through, looking at the pictures, being like, what is that Pokemon?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, Rocky was an Onyx.
that is cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
No,
whenever
I
he
won't.
throws him out, he says, you know, I choose you next, Rocky. And then, it would put like in parentheses Onyx, you know, like.
Hang on, I just realized something. Let me. Machop decided he wanted to battle me, so let me get out of here real quick. Look up. That's supposed to be a bird, I think.
It's either Moltres or it is a Tauros being eaten by a Metroid.
Probably the latter. If that's Moltres, that'd be cool.
Go in
Except-
with the 3 legendary words.
You know what's funny? Moltres though doesn't really. It's not as effective. Fire types are not really that effective.
In Gen 1, they're not that great.
Well, not in the Elite Four at least, because you go up against Water and Ice, and then Ghost and Poison, and then what's the other guy? Fighting. And then the last one is Dragon.
Well, see, like, that's part of the whole thing with what made Charizard so viable wasn't the fact that he was a fire type. It was the fact that, like, generally, because he's a starter, his special attack and defense are stupid high.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of, like, one-hit KO moves.
Right.
So, like, if you level him up enough, you can just kind of march through wherever you want to go.
Right. Type effectiveness?
Who needs that?
Whatever. Just going in circles.
I love how Dragonauts look like Charizard's derp-ass cousin. Like, oh, who's that? Oh, that's Greg. Hey.
Yeah.
Like,
That's Derpasard.
my mom said I have to bring him with me. Like, hey, guys. What kind of cool dragon stuff do you do? Water!
Yeah.
Like,
I like water.
however, I always did really enjoy the mail carrier Dragonauts in the anime, where they had the little messenger bag.
Yeah.
Cute as fuck.
Persian used payday. Does that mean that I get more money if I win? He's not getting money.
She hits him with a coin and just bend over and pick it up like things.
Doug's like, ow. Okay. Alright, Sora.
Oh my god, that's an abomination.
Oh, you know what? This might not have been the best idea. No, let's do it. Thunderbolt. Let's freaking go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So I do
let's
have
go.
a very embarrassing moment in my... It would have been my NuzLite that comes out the week before this one.
Oh.
I'm like all psyched up because it's ground type Pokemon. It's Giovanni that I'm fighting. He puts out a ground type Pokemon. I'm like, dude, I got this easy. I put out Doug Trio and did Aerial Ace and I did like 1 point of damage and I was like, flying is not effective against ground.
Yeah. It's like, wait, that didn't. Oh.
Whoops.
I forgot about that. Earthquake. Bye bye, Onyx.
I am really glad that now my team's starting to get a little bit more diversified though. Because there for a minute my team was literally fighting ground, bird. Like,
Right. You're like one of these trainers.
we have very specific bases covered very well.
Right, exactly.
The right situation and we will rock ass.
You better not be grass and psychic. I'm gonna fuck you up.
If you're anything else, I'm pretty much screwed.
Don't be water.
How come Mr. Mime did not get that big of an overhaul? Like, his Gen 1 sprite was pretty good.
Yeah. His Gen 1 sprite looks kind of shady. He looks at you like, oh, you don't matter. You go away. Get out of here.
Mr. Mime's just like, I'm an actual guy.
How do you substitute? Oh, there he goes. Okay. I was like, he didn't have that much health to substitute with. Can I? Okay, that should take it out, right? It broke. Now he's slapping me, though.
Mr. Mom's just like, I'm an actual guy.
Yeah. Act natural. I can't let them know.
No, like, I'm literally, I was a mom in a park.
Yeah.
Some lady just came up and shoved me in a Pokeball. Help me.
Right. Juggler.
Missing nose behind you, like, I feel you.
Yeah. I'm a human too.
Mr. Mom literally looks past you and he's like, ah!
Actually, I think I'll go back to the Pokeball.
I don't mind being a Pokemon on second thought. It's not that bad.
It's actually quite comfortable in there. Wait, what's TM17?
The 17th technical machine.
Thanks.
I mean, that's all I can tell you.
Oh, and if you're a new Pokemon player and you've only played like Sword and Shield, the TMs in this game, you can only use them once, and then they go away forever.
Which is how it was in most of the games, until you guys got your pacifier version.
What's TM05? Mega Kick. We'll keep that. We'll hold on to that. Mega. Weah!
Sound like a car door outside.
Near the door. Could have been a car door.
You want me to go check?
Sure.
I shall. It's alright. The fabric of space and time.
Reality is shifting. Alright, we're gonna see if the posse has showed up. Gotta check to see who's outside. Make sure we're not in danger. Oh, we got Doug in front, don't we? Crap. Pokemon grass type, so Mr. Freeze.
I have returned from beyond space and time itself.
What happened?
Nothing.
How'd it go?
Oh.
Per usual.
I would imagine it was probably baby felines.
Okay, I've got to wake up my Pokemon.
They really enjoy slamming each other's head at full speed into things. So.
I like that you get the Pokeflute in this.
Jesus!
Oh, you bitch.
That's like one of the things I see in the corner of my room when I wake up in a sleep paralysis.
It's a sleep paralysis demon. The ones on the sides are the most disheartening.
They really should have made one a frowny face, one a mad face, and one a happy face.
The ones on the sides are just like,
boo! I would like to. The one in the middle is like super serious and very intelligent. He's like, I can see inside of your dreams with my psychic abilities. But in the background, while he's talking the whole time, you just hear. What it is the one in the middle just draws all the brain power from the two on the sides as well.
they're just.
Oh god!
He's talking, but the whole time in the background, they're just drooling, and they're just going.
Occasionally, they're just like. What the fuck is going on with those other two heads? Do not worry about those. Like,
those are my brothers. It's some pretty weird brothers. Quiet, you!
I think there might be something wrong with them. Did I ask your opinion? No, but it looks like you need it.
Yeah.
Like,
let me wipe the drool off that one. Don't touch my brother.
Carpet, man. Like,
you'll be all right.
Oh god.
All right, Danny, take out this Arcanine.
Arcanine looks pretty cool in the Gen 1 games.
He looks pretty cool, but his face is a little bit
Cyclops-y
on the His one eye just looks like it's like he's got like the Sonic eyes going on.
Yeah. His fur and stuff looks cool.
It does look cool. See, what's cool is like they only had so much room to work with, so it's cool to see sprites like that are supposed to be big, you know, like big creatures, and they kind of have to condense them down.
I love that his name is one of those ones, like it's a lot, it's the tried and true method of naming Pokemon, where it's like literally just 2 words mixed mashed together, because it's literally Arcane Canine.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff. I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I also enjoy like Ekans, where it's just Snake backwards.
Yeah. Oh God.
That's another one of the sleep paralysis demons that runs around with the Executor, or whatever.
Right. Maybe we should lead with we're gonna start leading with Sora.
You wake up in the middle of the night and it's just like, I do cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm Roscoe the Rock and Roll Clown. I do cocaine.
Hey kids.
I wonder if okay, there's the thingy. Oh, where's that? Oh, hey. Oh, there's the okay. So much stuff to be done in this little section.
I love how they tried to draw like rib bones on Machop and it just looks like it has gills on
Lines.
his chest.
Yeah. I forgot that. Machop goes to breathe in and you just see his little flaps like ah! I don't want you anymore. And that's the day I got rid of my Machop.
I would like to imagine that the people that live in Gen 1 Pokemon, it's like a hellscape reality of Pokemon.
Oh my God.
Machop breathes and you're just like...
Yeah. Somebody's like been studying Machops all their life from like another part of the world. They've never seen one in real life. They're like, man, they look so cool and powerful. They come to like Kanto, they're like, I want to see a Machop, and they see one, and he goes to breathe. He's like, and his like flaps like open up, and he's like, I want to go home now.
Every time he breathes, he's like, me. It's like,
and he's got gills in his muscles. His arms like open up.
That's why he's making that face, because every time he flexes, he can't breathe.
Yeah.
Like...
He's gasping.
Literally, that Pokemon sprite looks like his head was split with an axe. I'm like, no, he's like all cross-eyed and shit. Like,
I done exercised too much.
I done went and dropped a barbell on my head.
Yeah.
Like,
they told me that I was hard-headed. I figured I'd test that out, see how hard-headed I really was. Trying to find out I'm not too hard-headed. I like the boulder moving animation. One at a time. This is how you move boulders, guys. You step
I mean, in real
into
life,
them.
it is pretty close.
Yeah.
You just press your body against it real hard and it moves like half an inch at a time.
New game idea, Sisyphus. It's just this, and you just do this for 3 levels, and then at the end, it just rolls it all the way back down to level 1.
I want to make a video game that's basically just Pokemon, but it's like incredibly hard. So like you get a Gen 1 Pokemon as soon as, or a starter Pokemon, and as soon as you go outside, you're just getting absolutely destroyed by everybody. Because that's kind of what it would be in real life.
Right.
Like kids that are just starting out, you're not going to face some other like trainer that's just waiting there with a fucking Pidgey. Like,
it's like Pokemon, but nowadays, when everyone has already jumped on the bandwagon, you walk out and somebody's like, "Ha! You got a Charizard? Oh, whatever, man. I got a level 100 Blastoise." But why would you do that?
the kid walks out of Professor Oak's office. He's like, "I picked Bulbasaur," and this trainer's like, "Good for you, kid. Now let's have a battle."
Yeah.
And he like throws out Darkrai.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Oh, this is Darkrai. He is my starting Pokemon.
Good luck, fucker.
Don't worry. If you're able to best him and he flips his hat backwards, he's like, "I have a Mewtwo." Like,
No, you beat his Darkrai and you're like sweating and you got one last Pokemon and you're like, yeah, thank you, man, Charizard, you really stuck in there. Charmander, you really stuck in there for me. That was such an amazing battle. Well, you've beaten my Darkrai, and now my second Darkrai. Wow! There's only one Darkrai in the world. I cheated. But you've never heard of an action replay.
It's like the one kid from Yu-Gi-Oh! That cheats all the time in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. I think his name's like Neville or Weevil or something like that. And every time he cheats, he goes, "You didn't see that coming, did you, Yu-Gi? Ha ha ha!" Like,
Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Sora, come on. Hurt yourself in your confusion? And he's confused right again.
one of my favorite YouTube series right now, and I've been watching it pretty religiously, is this dude goes back through Yu-Gi-Oh! From season 1, episode 1, and he's just pointing out all the times that they just don't do what the card is supposed to do, and they just make up some bullshit.
Right. This guy, he just wipes everything out. Yeah.
There's this one point. Oh my god, that Lickitung is fucking horrendous.
He's holding his head because he's like, I'm such a disappointment.
No, he just has no lower jawbone, so he has to hold his forehead back. But there's this one part where like Kaiba plays like, I want to say it's like Obelisk the Tormentor or something.
Yeah.
And Yugi literally just goes, "You activated my trap card. It's Mirror Force." And it comes up and he goes, "And that means that it takes all the power of all of your Yugi monsters, or all of your deck monsters, and uses it against Obelisk the Tormentor." And the dude pauses the video and he goes, "That is not even fucking close to what that does." Like,
did they play the game? Oh! Burb.
potentially.
No, that's a burb.
I mean, for all I know, that might just be COVID right there.
It's COVID. Okay, well, I'm just going to save real quick, just because if it's something that I don't want to deal with, then I'm not going to deal with it.
Sounds good to me.
But I think this is going to be burb. The big bad water burb, or fire burb.
Fire burb.
Fire burb. So what we need to do is this. Well, actually, is this. Sora should be able to stand up to fire burb.
You just gonna try to
Toxic.
Well, I was gonna. Oh, you're gonna try to catch it.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, it turned around.
You'd shit your pants if you opened that up and it was just like a Pidgey.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh wow. Moltres.
Horrendous.
Fire chicken.
That is what Articuno looks like after you cook it.
Right. Exactly. Okay, it's toxic time. Such a great animation.
It's toxic to the fucking game cartridge.
Right.
Like.
Exactly. Okay, I wonder if I can hit him with Thunderbolt without killing him.
He probably has pretty high HP, I would imagine.
I'm gonna do one.
His defense stats probably ass.
He is burb though. Ooh, that might kill him.
Whoa!
Oh, God.
Oh.
It's gonna kill him because of toxic.
Poopy.
Damn.
Reload and just do a Thunderbolt.
Nah, I mean I'm NuzLite.
Yeah.
I only got 1,500 experience.
This is one of the god tier Pokemon.
1,500 experience. Okay.
We didn't say he was strong. Just god tier.
Apparently not. Sora took out a Moltres, so.
Hunter's like, that all you got?
Yeah.
Like,
I was a Moltres.
and on that day, there was 2 legendary birds. Like,
yeah.
You just caused like a huge disturbance in the balance of reality. Like,
I broke the game.
hello, my name is Cheese. I destroyed one of the legendary
Oh, wait,
creatures in this world.
Yeah. Because of me, the sun doesn't shine anymore. So, you know, it is what it is. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, man. Oh, sorry.
Did you know there was originally supposed to be 4 legendary birds? One to represent each season.
Gotcha.
There's
Oh.
the code for the 4th legendary bird is still in the game.
That makes sense.
Like, he has a Pokédex slot and everything.
What if Missing No was supposed to be the last legendary
That
bird?
it is one of them.
Because Missing No is bird type, which is not supposed to be in the game.
Yeah.
Void type.
I'm sure that came over from when they were originally planning the 4 birds.
Yeah. You wonder if that was how early in development that was.
Probably. I know they had art for it.
Crap. Art for the bird.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what would it have been like?
Well, see, Zapdos wouldn't have been Zapdos.
It would have been like a fall or a summer.
Zapdos was going to be the spring
fall or
one,
spring, yeah.
And then the fall one was the one that got cut. And then whenever they cut the fall one, they just reworked Zapdos into like an electric bird type.
Maybe Zapdos is supposed to be fall because he's got like more black accents.
His face also kind of looks like the shape of a leaf.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
But yeah, it's pretty neat.
So then I wonder if there would have been... Maybe they wouldn't have done that because then it would have had to been like grass and flying.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a weird combination.
I think the reason that they cut him is because they were running out of space.
That too.
Like he was one of the ones that didn't make it off the cutting room floor.
Okay, here's an interesting kind of little piece of brain food to munch on. If there were any Pokemon in Gen 1 that you would have cut to make room for maybe something else, like something better, like what would you, like if you could go back to 1990 whatever and cut out like one Pokemon from Gen 1, what would it be?
Are we saying cut to never be used again, or cut and could be used later in like Gen 2 or something? Because my answer would change.
I would say I wouldn't even go that far. Like at this point, think like it's the 90s. Well, I don't know. I mean, like it's kind of hard to retrospect without retrospect.
Well, what I'm saying though is like, are you saying that in this hypothetical situation, when we cut this Pokemon, that like it just gets lost to eternity, never to even get used again?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Probably Dodrio.
Dodrio. Because
Dodrio is cool enough by itself. And that would have freed up a Pokemon slot.
Yeah.
Because, like, Dodrio doesn't change that much about Doduo.
I probably would have actually been the opposite.
Oh, really?
Just have Dodrio and no Doduo.
Well, I mean, I would be cool with that, too. But if in the hypothetical situation, if we, like, cut him and then saved the artwork for him and everything, and he ends up getting used later, Lickitung. Because he's a very Gen 2 type Pokemon anyway. He fits that whole kind of scope a little bit better, where they were adding in like chibi type dudes and
right. Yeah, Lickitung,
and he doesn't even have that big of a presence in Gen 1. Like
I could say Lickitung would probably be one of the Pokemon that I would have just cut completely. Mm-hmm. Just because he doesn't really have a whole lot going on with him as far as like he's a Pokemon that licks.
Well, especially in like Gen 1, 2, up until they did the fairy types, he's basically just like the worst of Jigglypuff and Clefairy. Like he's like the worst version of that. Like,
right, exactly.
Because he didn't have an evolved form, and Clefairy gets Clefable, and then he also like he does moves that like Haunter can learn, because Haunter can learn Lick.
Right.
So it's like he just doesn't really. There's nothing that he specializes in that you can't get somewhere else.
Right.
The only reason I would see you doing a Lickitung run, like having him in your team, is if you're doing like a NuzLite or a challenge play like this, and you find him kind of early, because his defense stat does get stupid high.
Right.
But he's not going to bring anything to your team where you're like, oh yeah, you know, unless you just wanted like an HM or TM slave, I guess. But,
right. Okay, Dugong. Yeah, Sora. Sora's asleep, but we'll wake him back up.
Sleepy boy.
Sleepy boy. Sleepy girl. Let's see. I played the Poke Flute. I just come out into the battle. Beep, 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 beep. Oh,
It's
wow.
just like a laser view from its eyeballs.
I like how he looks so nice, too. And he's like, I just lasered you.
I like how his horn on his head is like the point of his magic.
Yeah. Damn.
There's a lot of Pokemon moves, too. Talking about, like, our whole thing with the hypothetical cutting Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moves you could cut to make room for other stuff. Because, like, earthquake and magnitude basically do the same fucking thing. Like,
Yeah, and magnitude is just earthquake, but with more stuff. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. We're gonna.
it looks like you took a regular Chansey and cracked it in the side of the head really hard with a baseball bat. Like, it is reeling from it. Like,
Right. I dropped out of medical school.
That's a Chansey that got dropped down a flight of steps. Like, imagine carrying a Pokemon and accidentally dropping it down a flight of steps.
You know what's really unsettling about Chansey is the fact that Chansey produces eggs and then eats those eggs. Chansey just eats its own eggs. And auto cannibalism or whatever.
Another weird thing about Chansey is it's the only Pokemon where we get to see its birth canal. Because it has that little marmoset pouch that, like, eggs just...
Also, god damn.
Also, how does it grow eggs so fast? Because it pulls one egg out and another one just, like, and comes into its place, like...
Maybe they're all stored.
It's, like, loaded like a rocket launcher.
That's why it's so chubby. It's actually just full of eggs. Chanseys in real life just smell like fucking, like, sulfur. You walk by a Chansey, you're like, oh, shit!
They're called Chansey because every time you get around one, there's a Chansey you might vomit.
Like, this is a Chansey that those eggs been in there for too long, dude. Oh, Chansey. Chansey.
See, like, later versions of Chansey, when they make it a fairy-type Pokemon, that makes sense, because it just magically, and the egg's there. But, like,
yeah.
This needs some sort of, like, reason. These are old trainers, man. All these trainer sprites are old.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because they all have the whips.
The whips.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is an old cartridge, I realized that. Yeah, the whips got taken out because, they made the trainers look too, you know.
Abusive.
Yeah, exactly. How are we all looking? We could use some super potions.
There was this thing where people were talking about, like, the demo version of this game in Japan when they would come to show it off and everything. And one of the trainers in the game was Mario.
Really?
Yeah. And he was just like one of the default, like, stand-in trainers. It was a little Mario guy.
That's cool. I don't know why, but I just, like... I had a really weird sensation in my nostril.
It's called breathing.
Oh, yeah! I forgot to do that.
Yeah. I actually do forget to do that sometimes.
No, it's weird. It was almost like shooting pain, but only in my nostril.
Oh, is it one of those things, like, because sometimes with my mustache, the hair will, like, jab my nostril, and it feels like somebody took a knife and just, like...
Yeah.
Here's this very sharp pencil. I'm gonna fucking stab you with it.
Gosh. That scene from
Kingler looks really cool in this generation.
Yeah, for real. That is a badass sprite.
That is one of the sprites they should have carried over. Because Kingler looks kind of stupid in the new ones. Like,
that's the other thing about Pokemon that they do a lot is they will remake. Oh, look at Tentacruel.
He looks so broody.
He does look. I actually like that a lot.
I have the. It's at my grandparents' house, like in the attic. I have a VHS copy of the Tentacruel episode that got pulled off the air.
I've got that saved on the server as well.
Yeah.
And the Porygon episode.
Oh, really? You have a Porygon one? That's cool.
But it's in a. Pretty sure it's still in Japanese.
It never released here.
Never had a. Yeah.
They never dubbed it over.
I also have the episode. I'm pretty sure I also have the episode where Jesse has tits.
James.
Or James.
Yeah.
James.
Is that the same episode where the one dude's carrying a gun around?
Maybe. Yeah. I think so.
That's why that one got banned over here.
Right.
It was for the boobs, but more so because that dude pulls a gun and sticks it in Nash's face.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Why did they ever?
Well, see, the whole thing was, like, in Japan, especially in, like, Japanese shows, guns are not seen as something, like, taboo for kids to look at or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, original version of Power Rangers, guys have guns, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
true.
But, it was supposed to be the Safari guy, and like he pulled the pistol on him because like he's like a Wild West cowboy, whatever.
Right.
But there was actually notes in the dub. I was watching a video on this somewhere where somebody had found like the sheet where they translate everything over, and they were just going to turn it into like a dart gun, like a tranquilizer gun. Like this is the gun he uses to tranquilize safari Pokemon when they get crazy or whatever. But that looks like an alien.
I know.
But it ended up not making it over here because the giant boobies on James.
Yeah.
That's the gun to the face thing. Like I understand in Japanese culture, it's like they're not that worried about it, so that doesn't surprise me. And I understand that like sexuality is not uncommon in Japanese culture. Yeah. But like, why would you put giant titties on James?
Well, the other thing too was like the other big complaint was the whole point of the episode. Well, the whole thing was it was a beauty contest. So James was pretending to be a woman to get in the beauty contest, and so they had this scene where he's like messing with his own tits, which is just super. It just breaks your mind when you're a child. You know what I mean?
I would just like to be the guy who wrote that episode and be like, "Were you doing drugs?"
Right. Well, and then the other thing that was really odd about that episode was they entered Misty in it as the other contestant.
Yeah.
And she was wearing like a bikini and everything, and they made like a big deal of it. And they were showing her in the bikini a lot. And the whole implication behind that is she's like 11.
Yeah,
so it's like...
No, like in the original Japanese, before the dub, there's multiple times where they reference Misty and Ash fucking. And they're only like 11. Like multiple times. Not just once or twice. Obviously, they never show it. But like, there's references to it.
It's crazy. Oh, level 52. What's the stats like? Look at these stats.
Ridiculous.
Look at that special.
It's pretty tight. Godly.
Yeah. I mean, holy crap. And that's 52. Imagine a level 100 Articuno.
Yeah, for real.
Not that we're gonna get there.
Dude, Gen 2 is gonna be a rough one for the NuzLite because you'll have to do like the Gen, like all the stuff for Gen 2 itself, and then go back and beat the trainers for Gen 1, and like that's just gonna be ridiculous.
It's over here.
Speaking of Gen 2, how's your Heart Gold playthrough going?
Good. It's going good. I like it a lot. I've been really enjoying myself.
Yes, we're the type of people who record Pokemon content and also play Pokemon outside of recording Pokemon content.
Oh, hell yeah. Because I'm super excited about being able to bring my... every now and again, I get to bring my DS to work. When I have downtime at work, I just whip it out and start playing Heart Gold. And especially lately. Because I think right now, I've got a Flaffy. I've got a... what's after Cyndaquil? Not
Typhlosion?
No.
I know what you're talking about.
Quilava.
Quilava.
That's right.
It's the one that looks really weird. It looks like a guinea pig with a mohawk.
I like Quilava, but he does look weird.
And it's really strange too because Cyndaquil's cute. It's like a little rounded, like looks like a I don't even know what, like a possum kind of.
He's supposed to be a mouse.
Yeah, he's really cute though. Like a real cute little sprite. And then you got Typhlosion, which is like a super badass looking sprite. And then you got Quilava that looks like derpy as shit.
Yeah. Once again, it's all about, I think they did the same thing with that generation. They probably came out with Typhlosion. I think Typhlosion, for Alligator and, the last one. Meganium. I think they were all done the same way that Gen 1 was.
I do have an argument for that, though. Meganium should have been the middle evolution. Because Bayleaf looks cool.
Yeah, but it makes sense because Meganium has the flower.
I was meaning, like, take the flower off of Meganium and have her just have, like, little things on her head, and then that turns into that giant leaf.
Right.
I just always thought Bayleaf looked really sick. Like,
it's because Ash had a Bayleaf.
Yeah.
Also, I think I can go.
Well, actually, I know I've told this story to you before, but my very first playthrough of Heart Gold, I got a shiny Chikorita, and I didn't know it was shiny.
Oh yeah.
So like my first run-in with Bayleaf was a shiny Bayleaf. And it was like I just thought it was really sick.
I've got to look up the map for this crazy thing.
Oh, don't feel bad. I had to look up the map to get through that one tunnel.
I'm just, let's see. Goodness me. It's like a freaking maze. I just want to get through this. Hello. Victory Road. Aha. So you go in and you go down. That's where I am right now. How do you leave this place?
How dost thou leave this area?
I think it's a ladder right here. I think I've got to get to that ladder. How? I gotta go back and push. I gotta push some boulders around, I think, again. And that goes up to here? No.
No.
It goes here to level 3. Yeah, I think it goes to level 3.
Level trace. Mole trace, actually.
Level mole trace. Okay. So I've got to go back this way. This way.
Have you ever seen the
I think I fought this guy.
the thing from the Pokemon comic, manga, whatever you want to call it, where there's the Pokemon that Red finds where it's Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno as one Pokemon?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
As one Pokemon?
Yeah. They're like merged into one being.
It's like number 4. Quattro.
That's just what they call it, number 4.
They call it Quattro.
I'm sure it's some stupid amalgamated name like Zapticuno, Moltres, Kuno, something.
Zapticuno Trace. He just withdrew his Pokemon. Like a little bitch. And he withdrew his Pokemon again. Thank you. He let me get one good hit on either Pokemon and then withdrew them. So now I've taken out his Drowsy. Oh wait, he's got more than 2 Pokemon. Never mind. Let's go ahead and switch out for who's good with Psychic. Well, I don't know. Let's do Doug.
Its name was Thuphizer.
Thuphizer?
Mm-hmm.
Thuphizer. God, that sounds like a name.
It was not good art. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't merge it all into one. It was just like the right wing of Zapdos and the head of Zapdos and the foot of Zapdos, and then the head of Moltres and the body of Moltres, and then the left wing, foot, and head of Articuno.
God. It's like when back in the day when you have all sorts of action figures and they break and you try to put them back together. Me and my brother, what we used to do is we had a little balcony in our house. When you walk up the stairs, you can see down on the front, like where you walk in. We had tile, and we would sit up there, and we would drop our figurines from up there and watch them break in a million pieces, and then we go back down. And we'd put them back together and everything. But we put like Spider-Man's head on like Hulk's body, and then like small little legs and stuff, and we'd like just mess around. Oh, what's going on?
I used to play with wrestling figures a lot whenever I was a kid, and I had these ones that were like, they stood about that tall, and they were like, their bodies were plush, but their feet, like their wrestling boots, and their hands and their head were made out of hard plastic. So like the body was soft, but everything else was made out of hard plastic.
Gotcha.
And me and my buddy took those out and we threw them up into a tree. And like we just spent the whole day just throwing these fucking things up as high as we could into this tree. And then we would try to knock them down, right? So years and years go by. My grandparents laughed about it because it was like we were just out there being stupid. And my granddad went to go cut that tree down. And he comes inside and he's laughing. And I'm like, what's up, man? And he goes, you are not going to believe this. And he's holding an Undertaker figure that was trapped like way up in the tree. Right. And we just never got it back down. Yeah. And it would just sit there for like 10 years. Chilling up in the top of the tree.
He is retirement after having to hang out with all the kids all the time. And now I get to relax. Watch here from the tree line.
That's super cool, though, man. And the crazy thing is he was still intact. Like, he was sun-bleached, obviously, because he'd been sitting in that tree, but, like,
Yeah.
he wasn't, like, molded and rotted or nothing. He was just, like, still intact. That was cool.
You look down at the bottom, like, made in Germany. Ah. Gotcha, okay.
Super cool.
Yeah, I've had a couple times kind of like that. It's always great when you forget something forever and you come back, you're like, that's where it was. Yay! And then it like floods back memories.
I love the ones whenever you're like, you'll forget that you have something, and then you like see it online, and you're like, oh dang, like I really want that thing.
Yeah.
And then you like have these like things that you just think are like false memories because you're like, I don't have it, but I like remember it.
Right. Yeah.
And then you end up like finding it at a desk drawer or something. You're like, I did have it.
Yeah. Right. I knew it. Yeah. All right. Golly. We are so close to being done with this thing, but it's just trying to get out of the cave. Now I've got to leave.
So did you ever have a Tamagotchi?
No, I never got into Tamagotchi, unfortunately.
So they had this like minor resurgence whenever I was in like 6th grade.
Yeah.
And I got one. Dude, I loved that thing so fucking much. Like, it was like, I took really good care of it. I would take it to school with me on like my belt.
Yeah.
Like I would just clip it to my pants. It was so cool.
I remember I had something kind of like a Tamagotchi, but it was like little figurine dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And you could stack them in squares.
Oh, Cube World.
Cube World.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are cool, and they would like interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I never had those, but I would like watch the what you call it,
Yes.
like the commercials for them, and I was always like, oh, dude, those are so sick.
Right. Fucking Cube World.
I can't tell if those are rocks or trees.
Yeah. Border.
They're Ferrero Rocher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's the last maze. Why's it gotta be a maze to get anywhere? Come on.
Who sets up statues like that?
Right, exactly. Just everywhere. They had a whole bunch of statues delivered, and they just left them out there, just like scattered everywhere. They're like, fine.
He's like, you ordered those 2 Rhyhorn statues, right? And the guy's like, two? And he's like, yeah, 2. And he goes, you didn't mean 200? No.
I thought it said 2.00. No. Why would we even put a decimal place? You can't order half a... What? Are you... Okay. Whatever.
You're fired.
Yo, champion making Pokemon League, you have to face the Elite Four in succession. If you lose, you have to start all over again. This is it. Go for it. All right,
now
dude.
the question becomes, are you going to beat the Elite Four in this episode, or are you going to make them wait for the next episode?
Well, that's what I was thinking. We are pretty far into it right now.
That's how we make them wait.
Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to make everyone wait. But just because we are right here at the entrance to the Elite Four, and unfortunately Victory Road took quite a bit to get through, but hey, you're gonna see the whole progression. So if anything, we can always say to anybody watching, just wait for the next episode.
It's going to be a big one next episode. Plus, this episode wasn't a bust. We had plenty of good jokes.
Oh yeah, oh totally. Yeah, I mean, I'm super stoked. I think I'm ready. I'm super ready. And let's look at the Pokemon.
Proof of my birth. Forged. Oh yeah, definitely.
You're not real.
Wait, what the heck? Apparently my birthday is not my birthday. I'm learning some stuff here.
Alright, well, while Drew has an identity crisis, we're going to go ahead and close up this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we will be back soon enough. I'm going to save again for paranoia reasons. And we will be beating that Elite Four, one after the other, and then we got one final dude after that, after all 4 of them. But that will happen in the next episode. So thank you for watching. It's been a special little episode here today with the hamster,
hey,
and me, and
the cheester,
the hamster and the cheester. And we both appreciate you for being here. And we will see you next time. Love ya.
Bye.
And I'll see you soon. See ya, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.